Hey everybody, this is Casey Fortune at Fortune Realty, and this is a video on the amazing subdivision of Cordera. Look behind me. It looks like I'm at some kind of park, which I am in Cordera. They've done an amazing job of planting vegetation around their trails. They have these walking paths that you can actually see it over there. The walking path goes underneath the bridge. So this is probably one of the coolest things of the subdivision is all of the landscaping. It gives you a reason to get outside of your house, and honestly it makes you want to get outside of your house. I mean, look at this. I'm also gonna make a Wolf Ranch video, and I will compare the two neighborhoods quite a bit. I've spent a lot of time in both of them lately, and I'm gonna walk around the clubhouse here. And this is one of the differences, is this clubhouse does have a gym. They both have swimming pools. I don't know if I would say one neighborhood is better. It's just kind of a trade-off. Because Cordera is more expensive. The HOAs here are pretty fantastic. You get all of this covering all the green grass and everything, your pool, small gym. I want to say that. I don't want you to think there's a giant gym inside. For gym enthusiasts, they're probably not going to go here. But this is all included for $110 per month today. And that HOA hasn't gone up much over the last 5 years or something. It's gone from like 106 to 110. So they do a really good job of all of this landscaping throughout the entire subdivision. Other things I like about Cordera is there's quite a bit of elevation change. So I would say overall they have bigger, better lots than Wolf Ranch, and that elevation change kind of creates a bit of privacy between you and your neighbors, so it feels bigger. And the views are very similar. I have been doing research on dirt starts because I have some folks from California who are interested in doing a dirt start. I'm gonna walk through each builder, give you my opinion of them, what their incentives are offering today, and of course all this can change. So let's dive in. I'm on Cordera.com. Under the Home tab, just go to Home Builders, and here is where we're at. I'm gonna go through a kind of an overview of all 6 builders that are offered, and then do deep dive into 3 of them. So one of the biggest things you need to know is what is not included with the new builds in Cordera, and landscaping is number 1, and that is definitely the most expensive thing. You can't lump your landscaping expenses into your mortgage because at this point your house is closed, the mortgage is done. So this can be either cash, or some people even get a second loan, because landscaping can be anywhere from $40,000 all the way up to $50,000, $60,000. I mean, you can go crazy and do $100,000, but I would say count on $40,000 to $50,000, and also fencing is included in that. So depending on how your lot's structured, a lot of these properties may have the rock wall behind them, so that's great. Some of them don't even allow fences, so you may not have that expense. Air conditioning is typically not included, so you'll have to find out how much that costs. That can be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 upgrade to put in, and I always say put that in. This is a silly one, but garage door openers. I don't know why, but a lot of builders stopped putting in garage door openers. So there's a few things to check with every builder pretty much anywhere, but just know landscaping is a big expense that is your responsibility. So let's jump in here. All right, Campbell Homes. This is a great builder right now, especially under $1 million. Creekstone Homes, in my opinion, is the worst builder in Colorado Springs for reasons that I don't want to put on this video. You'll have to call me for those details. Getzman is a great builder. Saddle Tree is another great builder. Toll Brothers, I'm guessing they're done. I had 2 phone calls in, no call back, and they don't have a model home, so we won't check them out. Vantage Homes, great builder, but they only have 2 lots left, so they're basically done. So let's jump into Campbell Homes. This is their model home, pictures of the model home that's in Cordera. All of these builders can pretty much do traditional, modern style. This is more traditional style colors. This is a great company in my opinion, especially again for if your budget's below $1 million, this is probably where you're gonna land in Cordera today. A little more information about them. Their earnest money is around $15,000 to $20,000 versus the custom builders. They can be anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000, and of course, earnest money is non-refundable. Other cool things about them: they have 9-foot ceilings, and the basement is standard. You're looking to 7 to 8 months for a dirt start. Of course, they also have some spec homes that are available. They have the most amount of lots of all the builders currently. So they have great lots that, if you can afford them, to get onto, walkout basement, mountain views. If your budget doesn't allow you that, then they have those lots as well. So they also offer the most amount of incentives. It's around $15,000 incentives if you use their lender. If you're doing cash, then I'm sure they'll give you those incentives in other ways. So yeah, there is Campbell Homes. They are number one on the list as far as their numbers and just what they have to offer, in my opinion, today. So let's jump into Getzman Homes. The cool thing about this builder is they only build about 25 homes per year, and the owner is extremely involved. So for example, at your final walkthrough on your custom home, you'll be doing that with the actual builder with the owner of the company. So other information: their earnest money is around $50,000. Dirt start times are about 10 months, and this is a semi-custom, so they have a lot of floor plans to choose from. I would say at the low end, they're coming in around $1 million, high end around 1.2 million. So take a look here. Beautiful model homes. Yeah, and they have great information online as well. All right, now let's scroll down to Saddle Tree Homes. Saddle Tree is, I would say, a fully custom builder. They're a little bit higher end than Getzman. For example, their model home is listed for $1.5 million. But beautiful, amazing properties, and even their model home is actually, I would say, a pretty good deal at $1.5 million. So their earnest money is 6% of the total cost of the contract. Their dirt starts are around 14 months, and that's kind of pretty standard for a fully custom builder. There you go. There are the 3 builders that I recommend in Cordera today. Great job. You've made it this far through the video. I know that's so much information, and I don't expect you to remember all of it. I just want to give you an idea of what builders are offering and kind of what to expect, because of course this will all change, especially once this subdivision is done. Then, well, that's a great position to be in if you already own a home here. If you go to sell your home and you're competing with new builds, that may hold your value down. Once those new builds are developed and done, well, that changes the supply and demand. Supply goes away, and I feel like the demand increases and the values do too. So that's one big benefit about Cordera, is just my opinion, about a year, I'd say this subdivision is done. So something else to think about as well, where Wolf Ranch, they could be developing for years there. The biggest reason I make these videos is for out-of-state clients that are coming to the area, possibly flying in, but have no idea what they're getting into. So hopefully this will give you some expectations of the builders, what that looks like, what they're offering today. Please feel free to reach out to me. I love getting phone calls from somebody that says, I just watched this video. Can you go get this information for me? Absolutely. Thanks so much for watching. This is Casey Fortune at Fortune Realty.